Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tom, and in this tutorial we are going to be extending the last activity that we are doing about JWT authentication in Blazor WebAssembly. As you can see on my screen, we have the last 4 videos that were done like 2 weeks ago, and it speaks about the entire process of creating this project from scratch. And so what we are doing in this tutorial is a build-up of where we left in this last tutorial. So if you've not watched, please consider going to check it out so that you can understand that which we are doing today. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please do consider subscribing. It goes a long way in assisting us in our delivery of service. And if you're already subscribed, you can leave a comment and let's see how you are doing. So without much further wasting of time, I think we will dive deep in. So in this first section, we will be looking at how to extend this application. Remember, we did a complete authentication, and we were able to have a complete login application together with the admin LTE template to assist us on our UI. But now, after that is done, so what next? So one way is to see how we can extend this application to be something that can be used in whatever industry or towards solving a real life problem. And so for this tutorial, I have two very good applications that I saw I can demo so that you can get ideas of how you can extend this application to suit your needs and to help solve your problems that need software in a more suitable manner. So you do see how the demo is, and then let's see how you feel. So the first project that we will be considering is what I call the book rental application. The links for the project are shared in the description, so you can just go and check it out. So I'll go first and do a demo for this. So let me launch my Visual Studio. So this is the project. So I will click on the web API, so launch it, and then the client also. So that is a web API. Let's launch the client also. Yes, so you can see the first project of how we can extend our previous application using the JWT token and the Blazor WebAssembly. So we have the BOOKLITE application. This is a simple, what I call a digital rental store, where you can rent books, you can manage your books, and you can track the entire process from renting to the time when the person returns the book so that you are able to issue it to somebody else. So it is very simple, but it gives you the feel of how you can hook up everything together that you've learned, and also adding on top of that which you already know. So it helps you like build on top of the authentication system that you already built. So let me log in so that you see we demo how it looks. So I have a user already created, that is this. So my password is string, I think so. Yeah, so it logged in. You can see, so we have a few changes. So I have been able to rename the title here, and then of course this is the logout drop down. But as you can see, we have a dashboard. The dashboard is showing us the genres, the books, membership, and the rentals. So this dashboard, you can extend it to something bigger. So it doesn't have to be this, it should be to your own liking. Then also we have the home page, which is this. We have the contact page. So here you can leave a contact. Let's say if I say this, the email is that, the subject let's say is test, the message also is test. See what happens. So contact details saved successfully. So you can see this is a simple contact form that we have already just made here, but that's not the major part of it. So as you can see, let me go back to the administration. So you can see from the initial tutorial, we created these two. So we had the roles and the system users. So right now we have two roles, admin and the user. So those are the two roles I want to use to demonstrate this application. So let me go to the users. So we have two users. One is an admin and another one is a user. So the admin, I've logged in as an admin currently, which is string, as you can see. So let's see. So this admin, if you let's say edit, you'll see that the admin, this is the name, the email, and then this is the role, and then this is the membership type. So his membership is gold. So what do I mean by membership? The membership, they give you the different based on the analogy of this application, it gives you like that differences in terms of the payments that you can make at the point when you're renting a book or books in that case. So you can see for gold, you'll have a monthly charge of 30 and a quarterly charge of 90. So if you rent books for 30 days, the charge will be 30, and I guess in this case it's dollars. And if it is quarterly, the charge will be 90. So that is what the membership here is, and the membership is directly linked to the user. So it is something that is calculated immediately when you make a rental. So the next part that we have is books. So this currently I have two books. Let me delete this one and add. So you can see it's deleting. So let's create a new book. Let's say 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's really a good book. Then I'll use this. I'll use this. Let's say the availability is 5. Let's say the published date is let's say 2023 first. The genre is inspiration. The book pages, let's say, is 345. So that's the book dimension, that's the weight. Then the cover, let's see, it was on my desktop, this one. Okay, so it is by Stephen Covey. So I submit. So that is the book, and of course you can edit and you can again delete to whatever you need. These are genres. The genres is inspiration. You can add the one that you feel like. So the most important part for me that I want to demo is on the rental. So for the rental, you can rent it as an admin or you can rent it as a user. The only difference between the user and the admin is that a user can rent, but it is the admin who will approve and make changes to that rental. So the user can only submit a rental, but the admin can also create and submit rentals and complete the entire process. So let's look at the rental management from an admin perspective and then from a user perspective. I think once we have those two, it will be enough to give us an understanding of what this entire application is about. So if I come to create rental, again, you can see a very good UI. So if I select, let's say, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, so it is already telling me I have 5 available. So if I say I want to rent 6 for a duration of 30 days, let's see what it does. It says the rental count cannot be more than the available books. So 5. So you cannot rent more than what is there. No, that's not possible. And let's say if I say this is 1, let's say 10. So you see it's telling you duration required. So it needs, let's say 40, for example. If I do that, it is telling me the rental duration has to be either 30 or 60 days because that is what is linked to membership. So let me use 30 in this case. Then I submit. So here again, let's say it's 4. Okay. So you can see once you do the submission, at least these two, they are already closed. So if I open, it is giving me all the details about this book and the person requesting, and then the payment details. You can see the rental count is 2, the duration is for 60. So meaning the rental end date will be on this day, and this is whatever will be charged. Okay, so the charge here, it is, I think, it is the membership type, uh, whatever you've taken as your membership, times the number of books, and then times the charge per month or per quarter. Yeah, so that's how it's happening. So let's try. So this one is pending, you can see. So I want to, as an admin, I want to give this rental. So what I'll just come and I'll just say approve. That is it. So once, if I refresh this page, so you can see it's approved. So meaning now these books, the now these 4 books can be given to to the person that is requesting. And if in this case it's the admin, so the admin will take the 4 copies from whichever copies he wants. So you can see that once you take these 4 books, remember the book here we had 5. So we had they were 5, but now the availability has reduced by -4. So you only have 1. So it means that before, if somebody else comes and he wants to rent these books, you'll only rent 1 because the 4 available are already rented by somebody else. So that is one tracking that we are making. We're ensuring that we are trying the number of books available to be rented out so that you can't rent more than what is available. And once it's approved, it deducts the number of books you are renting from the total that are available. Until when you return, that's when that number will be again closed in such a way that we'll update it back to its original 5 if you return the 4 books after the 30 days. So let's say, for example, you've read and you've finished, or you've done your whatever you wanted to do with them and you're done. Remember the rental here, the rental end date is on this date. So it means if you bring the books later than this, you'll have an additional fee to pay on top of this. So let's say that is not the case. I have done it within the time period. So when you just come and return, that is it. So if you see here, you see it is now closed. So this is closed and you cannot edit or amend it. So that is from the admin side. Again, if I log in as a user, I think this is the user string. Let's see, is it, yeah, password 1, that is my password. So you can see for a user, he can only view the genres, books, and membership. You can't edit. The only part that he can see is the rentals, but again, he cannot do any action. He can only see the rentals that are there. Further adjustment you can do is that you can only see a rental that is associated with you. So that's another adjustment you can make so that it is more specific. But now a user can see all the rentals that have been made, which is fine anyway, but it is something that it can be considered. So let's say this user comes and he wants to rent this applying the kingdom. So the available copies are 3. So let me say I take the 3 for a duration of 60 days. Okay, submit. So it is here, you can see it is pending. So you can only edit, you can edit, and then you can also delete that request. So if now the admin signs in, so the admin will come to rentals. So you will see this is submitted by a user. So what he needs to do is just come and then make an approval for this user. So you can see the user is user 1 example. So he does what he does, he will approve. Okay. So once that is approved, you can see it's approved. So meaning if you check the books here and then you, let's say, edit, so you can see the available books are 0 for this one. So it means no one else can rent until those books are returned. So let's say maybe this user delays to return these books. So let's update this date, let's say to today, so that we see how the additional fee works. So I'll come to here, then I'll say update book rental, then I'll say set rental and end time. So I will select which one. I will select, I think should be this one. Should be this one. Yes, so it should be that one. So I put, instead of 5, I'll put 2. So the book where the book rental ID is this one. Okay. So update like that. So meaning, so what that means is this user has not returned the books even though the timeline has elapsed. So you see immediately the system will detect that the period is past the time that the rental was supposed to end. So with this you have to put an additional charge. If I just say return, you see it will tell me that sorry. So if I do that, it will tell me additional charge has to be passed. So you have to pass that additional charge there. So what you do here, just come here like this. Let's say so depending on the agreement, let's say it's $40. So you return it like that. And now the case is closed. Yeah. Okay. So it is like that. So that's $40. Okay. So it's closed like that. And then if you come here to books and then you check on this, so you can see the availability now is again 3. So it is an update that is being made back and forth whenever the actions that are needed to be completed are done. So that is a simple way in which you can extend this application to suit your need as you may expect. So it's very simple and straightforward, but at least it will teach you simple ways in which you can navigate and play around with statuses of some of these requests. So I think that is it for this tutorial, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.